Summer's almost here. It's time to pull the bike out of the garage, dust it off, and go for a ride. How many of you have started to go for a ride only to realize that your bike doesn't shift properly anymore? My name's Jack, and I'm here to teach you the basic mechanics of bike shifting. Years ago, I started volunteering at a local nonprofit charity here in St. Louis. We would build bikes for inner city kids that didn't have the ability to afford a bike of their own. After years of working there, I started getting into amateur racing and finally got hired on as a mechanic at a local bike shop. Here behind me, I have my Specialized Hard Rock. This is my original bike from 1996 when I was 11 years old. I still have it today. Holds sentimental value to me. Still ride it around town just for fun. Before we get started, I have to familiarize you with a few of the parts that we're going to be going over. There's the shifter on the front handlebars of the bike. At the rear of the bike, we'll have the cassette. This is what the chain moves up and down to change the gears. This is called a derailleur. This is the piece that actually moves the chain. It moves the chain back and forth. And the parts that move the derailleur are the cable and the housing. The housing protects the cable and provides compression so that it can move back and forth. For this job, there aren't too many specialized tools. All you'll really need are Allen keys or hex wrenches. They are in metric because most bikes deal in metric instead of imperial. A wire cutter to trim excess cable, and a screwdriver. Although this job only takes basic tools, some bike tools can get very intricate. Things like chain whips, bottom bracket tools, and spoke wrenches are all very specialized bike tools for special jobs. Now to demonstrate, you'll start at the handlebars. You'll take a fresh cable and your screwdriver and remove the plate so that you can thread the cable through the shifter. You'll keep the cable going through the housing down to your first cable stop. Cable stops are just the holes that you thread the cable through on the bike frame. You'll continue going down the frame all the way to the rear, following the stops to the rear housing at the back. Once you get back there, at the rear derailleur, you'll thread the cable through the barrel adjuster and then screw the cable down and crimp it tight. Now that you've got that on, you can roll through the gears, shift back and forth, and see if your bike shifts properly. If it doesn't, which it probably won't, it means you need to do something called indexing your gears. To do that, this piece called the barrel adjuster, you either tighten or loosen to add tension to your cable. This will really set in how your bike shifts and makes it really nice. Hopefully now that you have that information, you can go for a ride. See you on the road.